Hola, mis amigas y amigos. Es Robert! Welcome to another slapperino from your good pal, RobertIDK. I'm here to do my favorite thing at my favorite place. And so we are back watching none other than the dude. Haminations. We are going to look at some more of the classics that we have yet to see. My Pyromaniac Brother! 19 million on that one, pretty sick. And another recent slapper. Superpowers! And that is the only time you're gonna hear that horrendous voice today, so don't worry.
But first we must watch
My Pyromaniac Brother! Let's watch it, people. We already know Bryson's family is crazy, and so it's no doubt we're gonna get some classic stories here. Ichi ni san go. Haminations.
Hi, welcome to Bryson's cooking show.
Hey.
Today we are cooking cereal. First add cereal,
Cooking?
then Bryson, what if I like pouring the milk first? As I was saying.
First of all, you don't cook cereal, my G.
Today we are cooking cereal.
Come on, man.
But of course, that won't stop Bryson from chopping up his haters immediately.
First add cereal, then milk, and voila, we've got cereal.
Good job, you cooked.
What? Wait, no.
The gates of hell open wide to receive thy soul. Now submit thyself to unending torment.
That's what you get
No,
for calling
please,
it cooking.
I'm a good boy. Oh no.
Well, Bryson, we knew this was gonna come back to haunt you eventually. Bryson's ceaseless violence had to bite him at some point.
Oh, please save me.
You didn't give me enough treats. Wow. How loyal. What a great intro. That was a great intro. I liked it a lot.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and I once started a grease fire in my house. And believe it or not, this is not the first fire that the Haminations family
Not
has endured.
surprised.
Let me start at the beginning. Now, almost all these stories revolve around one sibling, the pyromaniac of the family, my oldest brother, Brody. Now, before I decimate my brother's reputation, slander his name permanently, and ensure that he's never allowed within 500 feet of a lighter ever again, let me just preface with this. I love you, Brody.
Okay, all right. Now prepare to get lit up. Prepare to get roasted. Like all the things you set on fire in this video, Brody. All it takes, just guys, if you want to be able to say anything you want about any human being, just tell them you love them first.
I love you, Brody.
And then it's totally fine. Broadcast it to 19 million people while you're at it.
Our journey begins when Brody was 3 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Me too.
Except I wasn't even born yet. My family was visiting our grandparents and uncles, and my Uncle Mark decided to have some bonding time with Brody. It remains a mystery to this day what Uncle Mark was thinking, but he decided to teach Brody how to use a lighter and how to lock doors. Two
Okay.
essential skills for any 3-year-old,
Yeah,
obviously.
no.
In one fell swoop, this knowledge transformed Brody from a harmless toddler to a dangerous fire hazard capable of burning the house down.
Yes.
Brody put his knowledge to use immediately. He locked himself in Grandma's room,
Oh, no.
hid under the bed, and started melting the wax.
Oh
under
my
there.
gosh.
The bottom of the bed began to burn, and the wax started melting down onto the carpet. The family smelled the smoke and ran around the house looking for Brody.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure?
It's the sound. It's the
The
sound.
door was locked.
Guys, we've already talked about the Sonic drowning music. I'm not gonna go back to that horror again, but feel free to check out this video if you haven't seen it if you want to know my thoughts on the Sonic drowning music and the terror it has caused me throughout my life, even as a 2-year-old. Anyways, yeah, 2 skills to not teach a child at the same time. How to lock doors and how to light things on fire. Are there 2 skills that should go together less than those 2? Are there any 2 skills in existence that should not be paired together to that degree? I don't think there is.
When they finally got in, they saw Brody with a lighter in hand,
my
standing
gosh.
next to a burning bed. They
Oh
put the
my
fire out
gosh.
quickly as Brody watched. Even though I wasn't there, I can imagine Brody grinning to himself, because born inside him at that moment was a flame that would never go out. This was the beginning of a lifetime of pyromania. My parents were rightfully mad at Uncle Mark, and years later they got back at him. Uncle Mark's
They
son
lit him
was
on
very
fire.
young, and my parents were visiting. Hey, little guy, come here. I'm gonna teach you how to use a lighter.
No! No!
No, God, no!
No!
Skip it up and down.
Your family have a pyromaniac, or are you normal?
My main goal is to blow up.
Oh my gosh, what a ridiculous reference. Oh, Bryson, mad lad reference. My main... Ah!
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Oh my gosh. A riff-raff reference in a Haminations video. Yeah, that was not on my Haminations bingo card.
My main goal is to blow up.
The next incident happened 1 year later. Brody was 4, and I remember it like it was yesterday. Except I was still not born yet. Mom was outside the house talking to a friend, and Brody was inside unattended. He decided that he wanted a hot dog. He had seen our parents use the microwave before and thought, oh, I just need to put it in the microwave, hit a couple buttons, and hit start. So that's exactly what he did.
No!
But he unknowingly set it to over an hour.
An hour?
A while later, Mom's friend noticed smoke coming out of the windows in the house. Mom ran inside in a panic and found Brody with his hot dog. I tried to make a hot dog, but all I got was a piece of poop.
Oh
the hot
my
dog was reduced to a
gosh.
flaming carbon crisp, burnt to the very core. And that's how my family house almost got burnt down by a hot dog.
Man, no wonder when you describe Brody and your interactions, he's the one that like pushes you to be outgoing and puts you in awkward situations.
And they yelled,
That's Bryson from Haminations.
This guy is fearless. This guy is the opposite of me. I would never have tried a new piece of technology in my home without knowing exactly what to do. I might need someone to supervise me like the first 5 times. But Brody, nope, not Brody. He's one of those people who's like, I can figure it out, and just goes for it and then causes mayhem like this. Listen, the bravery, it can help in certain parts of life, not in using the microwave. Not when fire is involved.
Then the next year, when Brody was 5, he got glasses. This time, I remember it clearly. Except I still hadn't been born yet. Once again, he was left unattended in the kitchen. Brody found a lighter, sat on the counter, and began lighting it over and over. You know, for entertainment.
Yeah,
Then he
it's
thought,
fun.
I wonder if my glasses are fireproof. He slowly began
Oh
to
my
raise the
gosh,
lighter closer and
dude.
closer to his face. And the lens cracked. Mom!
Not into his eye, though.
What was that noise? Did you break your glasses?
Not into his eye.
Yes. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's nice to know that at least Brody's getting it too, you know? The number of times Bryson has had cartoon mischief thrust upon him by his parents. It's good to know that it's not just our boy. But dude, putting a flame up by your eye? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Crazy person.
Or Fireberg. Brody, in his teenage and adult life, has regularly set paper towels on fire on the counter, started fires outside for no reason, and put tinfoil in the microwave. I'm not even joking. Hey, Brody, what are you cooking? And when Brody was 6, he had to be held on a leash whenever he would go out.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
He was one of those kids. However, even the leash could not contain his chaotic nature because somehow,
Light the leash on
in
fire.
one day, Brody set off a car alarm, an elevator alarm, and an airport alarm.
Oh my gosh.
If you haven't figured it out yet, let me just spell it out for you. Brody was a menace to society. He's still a menace, but his wife keeps him in check. Most of the
Aw.
time. Now, all these stories were about Brody, but this isn't Brody's channel. Now it's time to talk about how I started a fire. But at least it was an accident, unlike Brody, who set stuff on fire on purpose.
Yeah, there's a big difference between setting a fire on purpose, let alone like 20, versus setting one by accident. All of your other videos made Brody seem very reasonable, you know? Very reasonable. Just, you know, a reasonable person who likes, you know, teasing his younger brother. That's what I thought. I will never look at the lad the same way again.
Also, all Brody's stories happened when I was just an unborn soul vibing in the quantum abyss. I kinda miss it. Anyway, on to my grease fire story. At this point, I had finally been born, and I was about to start a family recipe with my roommate, Dallin. The chicken was defrosting and it was almost ready. So I put some oil in a pot and set the stove on low to heat up and be ready for the chicken. At least I thought I did, but I accidentally put the heat on maximum overdrive. Then I got distracted talking to Dallin and forgot all about the chicken.
I knew I should have gotten the turbo.
Yes.
After a while, the room suddenly started filling with smoke. I wonder what that could be. We
no.
looked and saw a plume of smoke coming from the pot.
No.
As I ran over to try and fix my horrible mistake, the smoke caught fire and blazed forth an eerie orange glow. I saw into hell in that moment, and the face of Satan stared back at me. Then, for an excruciating couple seconds, I sat there frozen, wondering what to do. Have you heard the term fight or flight? Well, there's actually a third option, freeze. And my brain chose freeze.
Oh, Bryson,
Dallin saw that I
no!
was paralyzed and quickly jumped into action. He grabbed a bowl and carefully covered the pot and extinguished the flame.
Wow. Well, good on him. I've never had a fire like that. When I see fire that's out of control, like my instinct, my thought is get the extinguisher. You know, what you're supposed to do for like most fires, but I guess when it's on a pan, because you can suffocate a fire. Like, that's what he did there. He just suffocated the fire because he had that lid. Because, yeah, if you get into that fight or flight mode, I feel like I could be liable to extinguish the stove, which would be a whole mess. But anyways, yeah, it's a good thing he was there.
I was so embarrassed that my big, strong roommate had to save me. I very gingerly helped get rid of the smoke by opening the windows.
Oh, did the alarm go
I
off?
cooled and cleaned the pot and very carefully finished the recipe.
Did the alarm go off? Do you have a smoke alarm?
And tasty?
I also apologized profusely to Dallin, who insisted that it wasn't a big deal. I honestly can't properly explain how embarrassed and ashamed I was. I was just trying to be an adult and make a meal, and I almost burned my house down. But I learned a valuable lesson. The lesson is, have a roommate who's not afraid of fire.
If he didn't make that joke, I was gonna make that joke.
I will be more careful in the future, and hopefully next time I won't freeze. To end things off, I want to encourage you all to be careful and cautious when cooking, because you could literally die. Also, stay away from Brody or he will burn down your house. Fortunately, fire won't be an issue for me, because since my fire incident, I have mastered waterbending.
Yes.
And I've mastered firebending. Don't do this, Brody.
Oh,
Don't
no.
challenge me.
Oh, no.
It won't end well.
Here we go! Let's go! Bryson has to win this. He's the water bender. Wow. Incredible. Wow! Was that some ice too? Incredible. Now we got the ice axe throwing. Jeez! Where are the health bars? Throw in the health bars. Oh my goodness. I've never seen water used in such a majestic and incredible way. Wow, there go his eyeballs, guys. There go his eyeballs. If that was a real icicle fist, goodbye
I'm
eyeballs.
sparing you, brother. I'm letting you go in the name of our past friendship. But I warn you, even a single step out of line will result in your permanent end.
He's gonna take the step. Take the step! You said take the step!
Whatever, this game sucks anyway. You're just mad because you lost. Maybe, but at least my house isn't on fire.
Yeah, see, never beat an actual criminal in video games. It's a bad move. Don't recommend it.
I did that when I was younger, and that was a bad move.
In the battle between fire and ice, and water rather, not ice. I feel like fire beats ice because it melts the ice, but then the water beats the fire. It's kind of weird, right? Anyways, I feel like in the battle between water and fire, water's got to win every time, right? Unless the fire gets you faster. I guess that's the thing, right? Fire can kill you in 2 seconds, whereas water takes minutes. Water takes some time, you know? So maybe that's how it works. Maybe I'm thinking way too much about this. Maybe that's what it is. But either way, another slapperino. Another slapperino. Muchas gracias, Bryson. That video gets an A. A for, hey, we should do this again sometime. Or something. But now, people, my main goal is to blow up and then watch the superpowers video. Was that a good reference or was that a bad reference? You let me know in the comments below. My main goal is to blow up. 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 go 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 go.
Yes! Cower in fear, you useless citizens! No one can hide from my death ray!
We need a person with superpowers to save the day, I think. Oh my gosh!
Don't be afraid,
it's Bryson.
useless citizens! I mean, the makeshifter and Super Bow will save the day!
Why, you little...
Now, how violent is Bryson when he has superpowers? That's what I want to know. Ow.
You may have won this time, Supers, but I'll get you eventually, and your little dog, too!
You're not getting away this time!
Yeah, end it. He's not gonna change. Wow. The cinematic nature of this violence is outstanding.
Hi, I'm Bryson.
Hi. Isn't it kind of funny that they just let villains go? Like, they let the super villains go. Like, the only difference between a one-time villain and a recurring villain in these shows is that the one-time villain gets arrested. The running villain, they just let him go. Why? Is it just because you're a superhero and naturally, if you send one bad guy to jail, another one's gonna take his place? And so you'd rather at least fight a familiar face? I don't know. What I do know is next time, Bryson,
Don't let him get away.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today we're gonna talk about my thoughts on superheroes and superpowers. Let's get into it. I'm a huge Marvel fan. My favorite heroes are Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and Spider-Man. They're so cool. Doctor Strange is easily my favorite, though. I would love flying around with the Cloak of Levitation and doing magic. Imagine how powerful I would be. Whee!
oh no.
Actually, according to my calculations, Doctor Strange isn't nearly as powerful as you might think.
Oh no. Yeah, too late, bud.
For real, Doctor Strange's powers are so cool and unique.
Kinda strange.
Also, his fight with Thanos was awesome. Although he could have used the Time Stone to win the whole thing. Not to mention the Scarlet Witch's powers of magically killing people. Wait, is she a villain? I love destroying people. In cartoons, not in real life.
Okay, bud. At this point, listen, it's a bit late to try and convince us. Oh, it's just in the cartoons.
I mean, seriously, did y'all see that scene from Multiverse of Madness where she kills
No.
everyone? That was amazing. Huh, I can do this all day.
Oh, yikes.
And of course, everyone knows Spider-Man's powers are cool. Look at me, I'm Spider-Man. Oh no, my spidey senses are tingling. Something bad is about to happen.
Yeah, I'm breaking up with you.
Babe? When it comes to the powers I would want, I would love the power of flying, teleportation, and phasing. Imagine it, traveling the world with your friends, and then when you're bored hanging out with them, you just teleport around. No more driving or flying or waiting in traffic. Everything would be so convenient. Unless you teleported inside someone. I don't feel so good.
Oh my gosh. Bryson, I think you're the only person who has voiced that concern about teleportation. Okay, real talk though. What would you pick? Actually, let me know in the comments. What would you prefer, teleportation or flying? Me, flying sounds like the most fun thing you could possibly do. Only problem is, 1, you fly into a wall, you die. 2, teleportation, I just think is way more practical. Like there are so many things I would do and places I would go do if I could just teleport there? Like, if I could just teleport to the beach, I would go to the beach every single day. I just start and end every day at the beach. That'd be amazing. And then, oh, I'm out of water. Boom, I'm in the water aisle. Boom, I'm checking out. Boom, I'm back home. That's probably not the best example, but teleportation is the realest and illest power you can get. It's the, because flying as well, you're gonna attract so much unwanted attention if you're flying. You're flying through the skies. Someone's got the paintball Draco or the real Draco, and they decide they have a problem with you being able to fly and them not.
Don't pull out the Draco.
All's I'm saying.
I don't feel so good. Not to mention flying. Say hello to freedom and goodbye to gas prices.
True.
And what if I could walk through walls, disappear, and fly? I'd be much more unique than the other guy. I think Bryson is annoying. Yeah, he thinks he's funnier than he really is.
Invisibility.
Please.
Mercy.
They're not dead. They're just tired. I feel like everyone always wants the boring run-of-the-mill superpowers like flying and laser eyes.
Laser eyes. Okay, real quick about the laser eyes. For the most part, I think people only want laser eyes when they're like 5 years old and they don't realize how impractical laser eyes are. I don't think there's a single part of my life that would be improved with laser eyes. Genuinely, there's not a single thing I can think of where laser eyes would make my life better. It's not like you can just go on the street and use them. Like, what are you thinking?
I feel like everyone always wants the boring run-of-the-mill superpowers like flying and laser eyes.
Yeah, Bryson. The boring powers like laser eyes. Sure, everyone wants those. Someone in the comments right now, I want laser eyes. What the heck? I'm sorry. You know what? I take back what I said, but I only take back what I said if you could take a moment, unfull screen this video, and boop the like button really quick. If you could do that for me, and also if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, man, that would be so cool. I'd really appreciate that. And then you can have your laser. I will give you laser eyes if you do that. Okay, thank you. Let's continue.
But here are some less talked about powers I would love. Element bending. Water is the best element, not to mention blood bending. Harry Potter magic. Avada Kedavra.
Of course, the killing spell.
Force, super intelligence, and being an animorph. I almost forgot to mention some of my favorite superheroes. The Incredibles. Woo! I freaking love The Incredibles.
They're
Having
incredible.
a whole family of supers fighting together is just an awesome concept, and I love it so much.
Aw.
The soundtrack goes hard. I can't even handle it. The animation is amazing. There's great character design. The first Incredibles is a classic, and
Yeah.
it's peak Pixar.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
literally watched The Incredibles while my little brother was being born. It's a
Aw.
core memory. Bryson, come meet your new baby brother. Hey, welcome to the world or whatever. Do you
What
wanna watch
power
The
does he
Incredibles?
have? Crying powers! What? All right, I'm gonna bring this down. Yeah, I like throwing little curveballs at you guys. Every video, I want there to be at least one moment where you're like, wait, Robert just did a thing that he doesn't do.
Do you want to watch The Incredibles? I also love how in the first Incredibles, they have no issues with straight up murdering people. They're just like me. Actually, though,
Yeah.
look. He's dead, they're dead, that guy's really dead. Masterpiece.
Oh, my back.
I have some issues with Incredibles 2, but it's still amazing and I love it. I just love the classic Incredibles costume look. So, with
Classic.
that in mind, I decided to make myself into a superhero. Meet Super Bryson, the makeshifter. My powers are shape-shifting and summoning energy-based objects. Think of it like if Miss Marvel and Green Lantern had a baby, and it was me. I went with bright colors because they match my energy and I like the classic look. What makes The Incredibles so special is that it's a whole family fighting crime together. So what makes me unique is that I fight crime as a team with my dog.
Aw.
Meet Superbo. Really? Superbo is the best you could come up with? Sick 'em.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who's super now, bud? Listen, Super Bow, I ain't got no issues with that. I ain't got no issues with that. And did I even mention that I got the bow lights recently? Did I mention that in the last video? I don't know if I did, but let me clarify. I got the bow because that's my name. Bryson's dog Bo, it's spelled B-E-A-U. So Bryson, if you're, I'm sure you're watching. I don't want you to think for a second that this is me trying to pay tribute to your dog.
And also spelling his name name wrong at the same time. That's not what's happening.
He can fly and has a laser bark, and we fight crime together as a team. That's kind of lame.
Get him.
Look, I'd love to be part of a super family, but I don't exactly have a wife or kids yet. And my very real girlfriend broke up with me earlier, so for now I just fight crime with my adopted son.
Yay!
Since I love The Incredibles so much, I want them to make a third movie, and I have an idea for it as well. There's no way we're getting a third Incredibles. I can kill you just by looking at you. Yeah, right.
We might get a third.
Time to add that one to the pile. A third movie has so much potential. Supers are legal again, so we can get a lot more of the family fighting crime together, which is the best part of Incredibles. And this movie could focus on the kids coming into their own as the next generation of superheroes.
Yeah.
And the villain could finally be a former super who's bitter for being forced underground, instead of just a normal person. His powers could be copying superpowers, so the whole mission would be to prevent him from getting to Jack Jack, because then he could copy all the baby's powers and be unstoppable. A villain with actual powers would be so much cooler than another jealous little normal person. Also, I could be there helping the Incredibles out, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yo, Bryson, if it comes out that The Incredibles is being worked on, we gotta get you in there. We gotta get you in there as a minor voice. Listen, I will support your voice acting career if you support my voice acting career. My contribution to you is saying, hey, if you're out there and you have anything to do with the next Incredibles movie happening, please make sure that Bryson gets a little voice role. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. And if you work on anything else, get me a small voice role, please.
Hey guys, nice job saving those people. It was incredible.
Oh no.
I feel so strongly about this that I wrote a whole fan fiction, plot summary of what The Incredibles 3 could look like. Pause right now if you want to read it. If the entirety of Pixar happens to be watching this, call me. We'll make it happen. I only expect 90% of the profit, but I'm willing to negotiate. I want this movie so bad, you have no idea. Okay, enough geeking out about The Incredibles. On to another funny topic. Drawbacks of being a superhero. Super speed is cool, but can you imagine if you tripped or ran into a wall?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Same with flying.
I like super speed, but it just seems like there would be a lot of unintended consequences. Like running through someone, a bug hitting your face at the speed of sound, dust getting in your eyes, and running so fast that your feet and legs get disintegrated. Or what if you had super strength and you accidentally punched so hard you destroyed the earth?
Oh my gosh.
Oops.
Okay, yeah, one of those concerns is way more legitimate than the other. Having super speed and running into walls, yeah, totally a possibility. That's one thing they never talk about in these movies. They have these powers and somehow they just have the ability to not smash into a wall, which in real life would end your life extremely quickly. They get their powers and they have so much dexterity and finesse that they never crash into the walls, or they somehow also have magic smashing into walls survivability power that was like not ever established. We just assume, hey, if you're a superhero, you can smash into stuff and be fine. That seems to be the recurring thing that they just want us to just accept. Oh yeah, but punching through the earth, that's ridiculous, Bryson.
If superheroes were real, it would get all political and everyone would hate them. But like, what's a government of normal people gonna do against an unkillable god? We hate you, Omni-Man. Yeah!
Don't blow out the Draco. Oh no. They wouldn't be a hero at that point.
I love superheroes, so I would just hope the powers would go to good people. I'd like to believe that most people are fundamentally good, and hopefully having powers would make them better people. Unlike in some shows.
Like what? This show?
Had enough yet?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, no, I'll avenge you, Bryson. I'll avenge you. Oh, okay. Whew. Now he's safe in real life.
Think! If I had powers, I would be responsible and use them for good. You're too stupid to be a hero.
Dragons have feelings
you know
too.
Who I am? Do you see this? Oh, sorry.
12 seconds later.
Never mind on me using my powers for good, I guess. Oh my gosh, stop killing people. That joke is so old.
Uh-oh. No, he's gonna let him go.
Okay, you're right. I'll stop. Sorry to have upset you. Oh, really? Well, thanks, I guess? Why don't you head home? It's getting late. I'd hate for something bad to happen to you.
Now he's just killing them with anxiety now. This is insane. This is crazy. Oh my gosh! Jump scare me, Bryson. Jump scare me.
Phew, that was a close one.
I'm ready.
I thought for sure that he'd...
Oh! Bryson, a curveball for the ages. I loved that. I was like not expecting to get scared in a Haminations video ever. I only cried for 20 minutes. No, that was fun.
Maybe someday I'll magically get superpowers and be able to shapeshift.
Probably.
But until then, I have the power of being nice to people. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, wait. I don't even have that power, I guess. Anyways, with all that in mind, what are your superpowers?
Never running out of things to say. You let me talk, I will go forever. If you couldn't tell by the last 200 hours of content that I have uploaded to this channel, I honestly think that's my greatest superpower. A brain that never shuts up. It's hard to sleep sometimes, and it's hard to focus most of the time. But you know where it helps me? This. Doing this.
In conclusion, I love superheroes, and I would love to be one. Unfortunately, I can't be super in real life, but I can in the cartoon universe.
Get 'em.
Stop right there, giant robot!
Get 'em. Another epic battle. These must be so time consuming to do, the battle. Whoa! Nice, nice.
Ah, another day saved.
Good job, Bryson.
Help! Those guys just robbed the bank!
Get him! Aw, that's amazing. Aw, I love that. What a heartwarming finale. But I guess all superhero stories have to end on a positive note, right? Again, guys, maybe it's just because I'm a boring adult, but yeah, I would just teleport. Teleporting is the thing that I want in my life. That is the thing that would actually benefit my life. Where would I go right now? My bed. Just kidding, I would find something more interesting. I'd go to a skating rink. I'd go skating right now. Except that would be irresponsible because I do have more videos to work on. Listen, it's 9:22 p.m., guys. It's not a good example. But anyways, my friends, now you have one job. Make sure you've checked out Bryson's channel. If you are not already subscribed to him, make sure you've done it. Here's the whole playlist of Haminations reactions we have done. If any of these videos you have not seen, make sure you have checked them all out. They are very fun.
Oh, here's a video that YouTube thinks you would like. I know I said I wouldn't do this voice again, but here it is.
Okay, I hope you have a great day. I appreciate you. Bye.